Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Enjoy the show. Apologies for the game music jumping in and out at the moment because every time I click out of the screen, the sound stops. So that's a thing. Listen. There's no sound. And then I click back in the screen and it starts up again. Some games do that. Some don't. Apparently I have 8 people watching, which is pretty cool. Say hi in the chat if you are here. And well, since there's already people watching, I suppose we might as well just jump straight into the stream. Let's jump to this screen. There we go. Hey, hi there. Do you like my my little window thing that I've made here? It's the shape of the orange dot on my logo. Thought that would be a nice little touch. Hey there, Tredex. Welcome, welcome. So, the developers of In Other Waters have given me a copy of this game for us to take a look at together. So, we are going to have a first play live look at this game together. This game is it's an adventure game. There is a diver on an alien planet, but you don't play the diver, you play the AI navigation system for the diver. At least that's what I gather from the description that I've been reading before booting up the game. This is literally the first time I've started the game. So you're seeing everything for the first time the same way that I am. I've seen a couple of screenshots. That's about it. So hopefully you will enjoy it. Let's run a little intro, shall we? And we'll get straight into this game. Hello everybody, I'm ellbristow, this is Ellbristow Gaming. Welcome to another live first play. Today we're taking a look at In Other Waters. I have not touched this game at all, so we're going to hit new game, and I really don't know what to expect. So, oh, there we go, we're starting a new game. Baikal, Exoplanet Extraction, Transitioning. Please wait. I am please waiting. Fellow Traveller presents a cursor. Ooh, a yellow dot. A jump over the age game. Created, designed and written by Gareth Damian Martin, who I believe is the guy who approved my application to get a copy of this game. That's how it worked on this one. Music and sound by Amos Roddy. Additional programming by Chris Payne. In Other Waters. There's lots of yellow dots now. Error detected. Rebuilding memory. I'm not reading that out. Log recovered. Recovering last known log. Log recovered date 2189. User and sensorium disabled. There isn't any time left. This is going to be more restrictive than you used to, but you are resourceful. I know you. I'm sorry, Oki, but I can't find you. I can't lose everything we have achieved here. User disconnected. Continue with boot. Booting. Hello. Is someone there? This is Dr. Ellery Vass. I urgently need all systems of this suit activating. I've been locked out, and I'm 20 meters below the surface here. Not a good position to be in. I say again, this is Dr. Ellery Vass. Can any operator personas on this suit please respond? I'm supposed to pick one of these. I'm guessing this is a yes or a no. All right, good. Operator, activate all systems. Pilot authorization granted. Oh, I see. We activate these. Scan and topography readouts coming through. Looking good. Heading. I'm seeing the heading panel coming online. Excellent. Okay, good. The dive panel is active. Current reading of 20 meters. This is a very clever way to introduce someone to the UI controls. Okay, utilities available. Let's see. Sampling, sample storage, terminal, and retrieval system seem to be installed. So that's obviously what they do. Power. The power panel is activating. Plenty of juice. Okay, so this is how much power we've got. Fine. Oxygen panel is up. And rebreather functioning. I'm off reserve oxygen now. And? You don't seem to know what you're doing. You're quite right, I don't. You're not an operator, are you? No. Then what are you? Why are you installed in this suit? Help me out here. I knew there was something strange about the suit when I got inside. It looks decades old. I beg your pardon? Mind you, I am decades old. Look, we don't have time for this, so whatever program or system you are, I need you to work with me. You seem to respond to voice commands, so that's a start. We need to head north. Okay. I'll explain once we get going, but right now I'm locked out of half the systems of the suit. Someone somehow has rewritten the permissions to only respond to internal messaging. That means you. So I'm going to need you to take control. Let's get moving. Take me north into the reef. Okay. Please. Right, so... Right, okay, so we assign the heading. I'm assuming this is north. Go. Oh, that was a scan. Okay. How do I... Southern Gully. Feature. Steep rock walls rise up towards the surface on either side. The floor is layered with pale sand. That's taken me on a vector. And we can travel there. Okay. Good. Whatever you're doing, this is working. Let's keep heading north. Okay, so I scan again. I find something else. I select it. Narrow pass. A boulder fills the passage, blocking out warm light of Gliese 667 CC's 3 stars. Vector to it. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Maybe I am. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Maybe I'm not. I think I've gone past it. No? Okay. Scan. This way. Here the passage opens out back into the dappled light of the reef's shallows. Okay. Align ourselves and go! So we're using... This was power, wasn't it? So we're using a little bit of power. Another one. Soft currents feature. The softly flowing water is filled with glittering particles of organic matter. Signs of rich and thriving life all around. Line it up and go. Ooh, blobs. Look in the water. Are those spores? And those stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi. To the west, over here. Okay. This is unbelievable. Actual alien life. How could Mine have kept this place a secret? Mine? I saw her notes at the base when I landed, and some telltale signs on approach. But here it is. The first extraterrestrial life humanity has ever discovered. Okay. So if we scan... So we can now pick bed of stalks, fungal creatures made up of a series of stalks and plates attached to the rock. Colour ranges from dark amber to acid yellow. And we can pick this, strange stalks. Beds of these creatures coat the pale rocks. Are these plants or animals? They are unlike any earth coral or sponge. Protected by the ridges from the strong northern currents, this could be a safe haven for younger, softer species. Okay, I've just had a pop-up from Epic Games telling me that there's a sale on. Let's get rid of that. Bed of stalks. This creature's external membrane appears to be made of layers of chitin, like earth arthropods or fungi. Okay, so I'm not so sure about going right into that. It might be a good idea for us to go to this one. And we'll have a look at these. Or she wanted to go north to the reef, which is up there. But let's go over here. Vector to that, and then head over, because I don't want to go right into them. Yeah, see, like they're living things. What are those creatures? They were hidden among the stalks. Quickly, try to get a scan. Of what? I've already looked at that. Ah, there's one. Gotcha. Agile creature. Striped with luminous colours, these flexible flapping creatures move rapidly through the water with a little effort. These are such lively creatures and so colourful too. I'll start logging my observations. Okay, cool. You do that. The stalks here are furred with spores which appear to have drifted down from the northern part of the reef. Right, let's head into the reef. Now that we've scared those things. Can we not? Oh, we can't. We can vector to that one. We can't vector to that one, so it's just something that we can look at. Why does that say data gathered but not a lot? Is that like overall how much data I've gathered? Oh, I see. Okay. These colonies are producing a shifting hum. Let's click you while you're going by. These creatures appear to maneuver with a series of siphon jets concealed beneath their folded mantles. They are incredibly fast. Okay. Right, I didn't read that one. These colonies are producing a shifting hum. Perhaps it is a form of communication between individuals. Okay, so do we go this way or do we go this way? What do these do? No idea what that does. That's the sample store. That's to take a biosample. That's some kind of terminal. Okay, no, I guess we'll find out what they are later. Let's go this way then. Can I vector to anything? Oh, I see. I could do that or that. I want to go to that. Okay, go! These stalks are covered in spores of all sizes. Perhaps we can sample one of the larger ones. Okay, yep, fair enough. Sampling available. I see, okay. We've got one. Biological samples are vital tools for analysing and understanding creatures. Stalk spore containing a complex cocktail of minerals and compounds. This suit should also allow you to deploy any sample back into the ocean. Okay. How about you test it out? Hold and drag it over the central compass. But don't I want to, like, analyse it or something? No? Okay. Great. That's working as it should. Okay. So these things are starting to talk now as well. Look, those creatures are coming for the spores. Why these ones in particular, I wonder? Perhaps different spores carry different compounds, each with a specific purpose or message. What do you think? Could the spores be a way of communicating between different colonies? Yeah. It isn't that strange. Fungi on Earth form networks of exchange. Maybe these stalks do the same. Anyway, sorry, I'm not sure why I... Let's keep moving. Okay, let's do a scan. Grab some data on these. I'm seeing spores entering and exiting the slits on the surface of the stalk. Something is being exchanged. Colonies seem to be broken up into individual patches and then larger groups over a wide area. Okay. Huge rock sits among layers of lichen. Could it have been thrown here during a volcanically active period in the planet's history? It could have been. Can we... There we go. Let's navigate. And let's go to it. Scan. Here we go. Fungal creature which communicates through sound and spores. An interlocking ecosystem seeded across the reef. I'm uploading my initial notes. Let's call these reef stalks. We can classify the species in the lab. Okay. So, data gathered. I completed whatever data that was. Okay. So, what is it that dictates the reef's growth patterns? Sunlight, the flow of water, whatever it is, must be absent here. Scan. Okay, is that the one that we were looking at earlier? Among the spore-clogged stalks are piles of small stones. Could a creature have gathered them here or just the currents? Let's go and have a look. Sampling available. There we go. Got a sample. Stalk spore. A stalk spore containing a complex cocktail of minerals and compounds. Fungal 5%, seed 0%. Don't know what the significance of that is. Why can't I move that? Ooh. I can zoom in and out. Oh, let's zoom in. Right, we never actually went to visit this one. We did look at it, but let's go and visit it. See if scanning from there finds anything else. Oh. No. Okay, so let's go back this way. Sampling about it. I've got a sample. I've got two now. How about I drop one there? Little things come and get it. I can gather more information on them. There we go. Creatures aggressively pursue certain spores but ignore others completely. Can they detect differences in mineral content? Okay, let's head over here. Hey, can I ask you something? Yeah. I've worked with AI programs before, but you aren't like them. They are predictable, programmatic, dull. Their intelligence allows them to log and process data, that's all. But you are different. I feel like you are alive. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, I'm alive. Then you are different. I'm glad I'm not just imagining it. But what are you? And what are you doing in this suit? I don't know. Scan. Up there this time. The current running into the reef slows here, but further north the water whips down the rift with incredible speed. Waterfall? Rapids? That was an interesting noise. I don't know like what noises are significant and what ones aren't. What's here? Wide and long with sheer rock walls on either side. This deep rift channels unpredictable currents. I don't know if we should be going and having a look at that in that case. Or shall we? Yeah, let's go and have a look. Anything? Ooh, what's that? Strong current, flecked with spores. This water runs fast and hard. The suit can't push any further north here without better propulsion. So I can't go to that one. Okay, fair enough. Fine. There was one over there somewhere. There we go. This arch is covered in hardened stalks. Perhaps the slow current passing through brought their spores to settle here. Let's go and have a look. Anything? What are you? Large stalk. Static creature made up of one huge flexible stalk. These huge stalks are incredible, each one a vertical ecosystem. They are leaking spores into the water as the fruiting bodies attached to their skin bloom. Okay. Many of these stalks are leaking particles into the waters as they sway. Are those spores or something else? Good question. These larger stalks sway all around this basin. They almost resemble branchless trees, bending in a storm. Any reaction from... Oh! The stalks responded to our movement. They extended as we passed through the arch. So they acted like a gate. Perhaps it was the sound we made when we moved through. We should be careful not to get trapped here. This suit's power capacity is limited. Okay, what if we drop one of these here? Do we get anything? No? No response? Okay, another one of them. Get a bit more data. The chitin of this stalk's membrane is very hard, but flexibility is given by a surface of overlapping plates. Okay. There is a lot of activity among the rocks ahead. Creatures are grazing on and living among the stalks, forming a complex ecosystem. Let's go and have a look. Look, over to the southwest, that stalk is totally calcified. Looks like a good sample candidate. What, this here, or that one, or southwest is over here. So maybe this one over here? The plates of stalk surface passing over one another must be producing the distinctive hum that can be heard. Is that the calcified one? This huge stalk is totally still. Its plates hardened into a rocky shell. Can it be revived, or is this what death looks like here? Let's go and have a look. Let's take a sample. This stalk looks dead. It's dead, Jim! Right. Got it. There we go. A sample of the chitinous membrane from a stalk. Okay, so the chitin appears to be hardened with calcium carbonate. That could be useful if we need to boost our power. Okay, we'll keep hold of that then. This suit is able to metabolize organic compounds to produce fuel. Just drag them to the power panel. Interesting. The suit displays how much oxygen or power each sample can produce. No point wasting important samples. So where are we? I see. Okay. Cool. Right. Where now? Let's sample, scan this one. That's what I meant. These creatures must be related to the other stalks on the reef, but seem to have a separate purpose to the lower beds. What was that just went across there then? Let's see if we can find it. Oh, there he is. What are you? Mobile creature with a large translucent shell and 4 swimming appendages. These creatures glide amongst the reef stalks with great care and precision. They appear to be grazing on them. Okay. Growth here gets heavier as we travel north into the stalk forest. Something about giving it that name makes it feel safer, more familiar. Oh, I can't get to that one. Okay. I can see something there. It's safe to assume that the singing of these stalks relates to the communication between colonies seen elsewhere in the reef. Large stalks which sway, producing a distinctive hum or groan, part of the network of stalks which is found across the reef. I've named these sing stalks for that strange hum they produce. What is its precise function, I wonder? Okay, so we need to head back this way then, I gather. Because we could go up here after that. There we go. Another squeaky one. Got ya. Agile creature. The relationship between these creatures and the stalks is unclear, but they camouflage themselves among the amber colonies. Okay. Oh. Everything just grew around us. So we can't go back. Okay. That's not concerning at all. A large cavern drops down into the reef here. Its entrance is shadowed by the surrounding rocks. I guess we're going to start getting to use the depth. The water is still in the yawning entrance to the cavern. There are no signs of stalks or other reef life around the entrance. I hope that's not because they've been eaten by some large creature. Yes, here we go. Now we can go down. Ooh. Okay, so we're in a dungeon, in a side quest. Scan. Patchy sunlight coming through the broken cavern roof is enough to allow stalks to grow here, if that is what they require. Soft sunlight spills down onto a long, thin stalk stretching towards the light. A coating of large glassy bubbles glitters on its skin. A tall, bubble-coated stalk which sits among reef stalk colonies, covered in wide, irising pores. These tall stalks seem to watch over the smaller colonies. I'll start logging notes. Okay, let's go and get a closer look. Maybe we can get a sample. Yep, sampling available. Spherical gas-filled membrane produced by stalks. These gaseous bubbles are intriguing. The interior gas is at an elevated pressure. If this membrane ruptured, the sac would screech as it depressurized. Is this part of the stalk communication system we've seen across the reef? Wait, I have an idea. Try deploying one by that blocked tunnel over there. I want to see how the stalks react. Just drag one over. Blocked tunnel over there. Okay. So they act like keys. They retracted. These bubbles must be some kind of signal system. I'll call them shrill sacs for that squeak. Alright. We can use these to get through the heavy growth ahead. Let's get moving. Yeah, I did. Can I get another one? Can I take another sample? So that I've got one available. Yes, I can. There we go. Shrill sac. Okay. So I've got one now that I can use. Scan. Up there. So I guess you're wondering where we are heading. Yeah. There's a way station just north of here on a finger of this reef. I want to find it. My shuttle touched down just hours ago at a floating research base to the south. That's where I found this suit. Okay. I'm here looking for Dr. Minei Nomura, chasing a message all the way from Earth. I must sound mad, coming out here to a planet in the tail of Scorpius just to follow a message. Wait, you do know where we are, don't you? No. But how? We are on Glisa 667cc, a supposedly unremarkable world if it wasn't for all this life. Somehow the exoplanet extraction core must have passed it by, but how did Minei know to come here? Is that why she contacted me, to verify her discovery? But then, where is she? Look, let's find that way station, then I can start piecing together what's going on. Alright. We're going to have an up here, aren't we? Ding! Okay. And a scan. Another thingy. A tall stalk. Stalks of this kind seem to produce different bubbles depending on nearby stalks. They are the protectors of their colonies. Okay. I'm guessing we can get a sample of something if we go over here. Two samples. So that is a shrill sack and another shrill sack. So we've got 3 now. Okay. Doink. Let's try this one. See what's here. I don't think there's anything here, to be honest. No. Okay. Just being completist. Need a drink. Couple of big stalk things over there. Something we've already identified though. Unlike the other specimens, this large stalk sits alone, away from the lower beds. It's hard to tell if this is the beginning of a colony or its end. Stalks are more sparse between these rock outcrops. This might be the easier... I didn't read it. I didn't finish reading it and then I clicked on it. That was clever, wasn't it? This might be the easiest path north if I can clear a way. What's that? Oh, already identified him. Right, okay. So we have a way here, or we can go here. Stalks are so thick here, the sea of amber waving fingers must be cleared before we can pass through. Yep, so if we send a shrill sack up there, then we should be able to go through. Did something just call us? Some creatures target these tall stalks directly, perhaps because they keep them away from the other softer stalks nearby. What's this? Shelled creature. Alright, okay, let's click these. Grab the data about these. Occasionally when the creature scrapes the stalks too aggressively, they retract and let out a defensive signal to nearby colonies. Okay. Sample candidate. Bubbles like huge pearls glint among the stalks. How do these tall stalks produce these strange screeching sacs? Well, let's go and collect some. Oh, loads of them. Are they all shrill sacs? Yep. 5 of them now. Okay. Oh. Scan you. Shelled creature. There seems to be some tolerance to the creature scraping by the stalks. They only warn the creature when it cuts too deeply. Signal stalk. Tall, bubble-producing stalks that protect the monitor stalk colonies. A key part of the stalk network that stretches across the reef. I'm going to call these signal stalks for the signalling role they play in the stalk ecology. Okay. Growth pattern of these stalks suggests a complex territorial network. Are we underestimating the complexity of these life forms? Right, so I need to send a shrill stack. No, shrill sack. Have a scan. Let's have a look up here. Sample candidate, glittering stalk. More bubble producing stalks. No, I don't need any more. I've got plenty at the moment. Ooh. Hold on. Have I scanned you? I've scanned you. Okay, what's over there? Spore clusters. Spores from these stalks seem to be massing here in large clumps. This might be a good place to sample them. Okay, let's go and sample some spores. Scan you. I've noticed smaller spotted variants of these creatures. Another species, or perhaps sexual dimorphism. These might be the males. They might be. However, we're here for a sample. Can't remember what these do. Containing a complex cocktail of minerals and compounds. Was this was something to do with the creatures went and collected them? Is it something for us to distract them with? Maybe. Last line of thick stalks before the sandy plains of Central Reef. So I need one of these. That's it, we're through. This place is overwhelming. So many new species. This is the Central Reef. I saw on Minet's maps that the shelf flattens out here. That down there, what is that? Shady outcropped object. The water beneath this object outcrop feels cool, oceanic. Soft currents scrape sand from the rock face. So there's something over here. Let's go and have a look. No? Nothing? Piled stones. Object. A set of smooth stones sitting together in a pile. Could a creature have gathered these? Is this a nest? Let's go and have a look. There's one of those little guys. Spore catcher. Agile jet-propelled creatures with colourful mantles found hidden among reef stalks colonies, feeding on their spores. We're going to call these spore catchers, as they are so eager to gather the stalk spores. This isn't the forest, but it carries the atmosphere of one, being immersed in interlocking natural processes in life and death. Okay. Right, let's go this way. There. Scan, and we're heading north. The centre of the reef is flat and sandy with few rocks to attach to the stalks. Stalks struggle to seed. Okay. There it is. I see the way station. This place is looking a little worse for wear. Let me see if I can find an access port. You know, never did take care of equipment. Some things never change. Sorry. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to... Got it. Okay, we should be able to access any data stored here. Just open the terminal and take a look. Terminal available. Spoofing user, Dr. Mine Nomura. Last access. History cleared. Log download. What? Oh, we can top up our power here. Good. Top up our oxygen. Map data. Numbers. Sync complete. Data released to pilot's console. Logs have been cleared. I expect that, given the secrecy Mine seems to be operating under. But the map data mentions something that Mine calls the bloom out across the northern rift. She's been going back and forth to something there, studying a unique species perhaps. Mine, what were you doing here? Why were you keeping this discovery from me, from the world, from me? Talking to myself again, or to whatever you are. Sorry, I don't mean... Let's head back to the research base. I need to think. With this way station operational, we can call in the base's retrieval drone from the utility panel. This drone will be able to pick us up from any area we've got mapped data for. Let's head to the base. I've got a lot to figure out. Okay. Request retrieval. Okay. Interesting. Resyncing with Baikal OS. Downtime 5.1 hours. Rebooting. What's this? Hey, are you back online? Yes. Pretty sharp work for a biologist if I do say so myself. Hooking up that strange casing of yours to the base took some work. And the OS here does not play nicely with whatever you are. But you should have access to select subsystems of the stack now. Mine looks to have repurposed some of them, so not everything is functional. Comms are shot, the generator is only partially working, and one of the retrieval drones is missing. But I've booted up the dive bay's mapping systems and sample storage. The lab is also online with analysis tools and an integrated taxonomy for logging creatures. Take a look, I've already logged the creatures we discovered on our last dive. For any logged creatures, I'll also put sample requests in their taxonomy entries. To fulfill these requests, just find and transfer the samples to the lab, then analyse them. I can use the data to add to the creature study. We need to register these species. Head down to the lab level and take a look. I'll also mark sample requests on the dive map. That way we can grab key samples for our studies while we are out in the ocean. And we are going back out soon. While you were offline, I spotted a signal, a suit transponder. You can see its location in the dive map. I want to find it. A suit transponder means a suit, and a suit means Mine. I'll need your help. That suit takes both of us to pilot it, and it's the only one I've got. Once you're done exploring the base, load into the dive map. We can head out from there. Okay, so this is the base. Crew terminal, life support. User ellbristow, secure protocol oversight active. Com signal, antenna damaged. Signal error, okay. So that's the dive map, how we get out. So down to the lab. Taxonomy. Animalae novae. Myomitia, soft bodies. Spore catcher. Okay, so this is like a encyclopedia thingy. Study completion required. Okay, fungi novae. Caulodia, fungal stalks. Reef stalk. Information. Sing stalk. Signal stalk. Okay. So animals, fungi, plants and bacteria. Okay. So what was she saying about putting samples in there? Ah. Sample analysis. Biohazard laboratory active. So we don't have anything. Oh. Observation blister. Generator active. Oh, it's a tidal power. Nice. Okay. Med subject, no, base user detected. Medical assessment due. Lab. So what am I missing here? Am I missing something, or is it just because we don't have the samples that it's looking for? I'm guessing we would drag it from here or something like that. That's the dive map. Oh, that's just showing me where she is. Life support is active. Right. Okay, so I'm guessing that, I don't know, scanning things will give us more information about them, about us, maybe unlock things. I'm not too sure. Obviously the next thing we do is going to be the dive map to go and look for Mine. But I think, at the risk of giving away any spoilers, I think we're going to call the first play to a close here. If you want to see some more of this, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this game. It looks very interesting, and it looks like it might have a very intriguing story that develops as you play, and perhaps you unlock new abilities or skills or something like that as the game goes along. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Let's if you want to see some more on the YouTube channel or on Twitch, I can carry on another live stream. Let me know what you think. I'm intrigued. I don't quite know what I think of it yet. I love the aesthetic of it. I love the controls. I love the gameplay of it. I want to see how the story develops before I pass a proper judgment on this game. I will do that. I will probably write an article on the ellbristow.com website to let you know what my kind of final thoughts are about this game. I'm going to play a little bit more of it. Whether I record that or not, we'll see. So I hope you have enjoyed taking a first play look at this. And yeah, I'm intrigued to see a little bit more. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been ellbristow. You've been watching Elltopia Gaming, and this has been In Other Waters. And I will see you next time. Okay. That finishes what I'm going to do for the YouTube channel. And that's what's going to be submitted to the developer, because they asked me to submit to them my first review. I will do a website article for it as well. But I'm curious. I don't know if this is the kind of game where once I've closed it I won't come back to it, or whether it has actually got that curiosity to it that brings me back to it. I haven't really decided yet. But I think I need to play a bit more of it just to do the game justice, you know? Yeah. Have to, shall we carry on a little bit while we're live? Or shall we move on to something else? Yeah, let's play a little bit more. Let's hit the dive map. Right, so what is that? Signal priority. The base has detected a suit transponder at these coordinates. Could this be Minay? We'll have to head to the east reef to find out. Okay, so this is where we are. What's that? Spore catcher movement suggests they nest in the safety of the western stalk forest. Let's investigate. Obstruction. Minay's notes mention something called the bloom across this rift, but until we have a stronger propulsion, we won't be able to cross it. Sample request reef stalks. According to the map data, these caves cut back under the forest. Perhaps they are exposed routes inside. You can hear my mother-in-law's dog barking in the background. I apologise. Sing stalk tissue. Here we are. Strong currents batter the stalk forest. Might be a good place to find exposed or damaged sing stalks. We found a calcified stalk here. It can provide us with bark samples without us having to harm live stalks. Dog's barking at. Probably a cat in the garden. So it looks like maybe... Oh, I can drag the map. It looks like maybe we can't go to this one. But we might be able to go to this one. I don't know. I don't seem to be able to do anything. Ah, okay. No. Right, let's pick this one. And dive. I see. And we'll find out, because this is obviously a sample that we then take back to the lab, I'm assuming. Okay. What have we got? Okay, so we don't go there. We have to go and, like, swim to it. I guess. So do we not have like a map? Okay. Well, let's head in this direction and get a sample of whatever it was. I'm guessing it's like over here. These are shrill sacks, though. See, now I'm full. Ooh, what are you? Bloated stalk. These stalks bulge out from their bases, forming rounded, pulsing growths. They look discoloured and stretched. I've started logging data on these strange inflated stalks. They look ill. Okay. We can possibly get a sample of one. No? Okay. I'm not really interested in that one. Can't go there, so... maybe get that on the way back if we've got inventory space. I'm not actually 100% sure where I'm going here, but... the bloated stalk. Is that a sample candidate? Yeah, let's go and have a look at that. No sample. When alarmed, these stalks burst open, releasing their toxic contents into the local water. Could they be defending themselves? They certainly could. I'll try and get a... ooh. Okay, that wasn't good. Let's get out of there. Or can I... if I do a scan there... looks like the toxins... oh, it's sapping our oxygen. Right, okay. Let's not do that then. Interesting, okay. So we need to be careful not to use the shrill sacks near them. Overall, shrill sacks, yeah, okay. Still can't get a sample. Okay. Oh, if I do one there, it's going to make him go pop, isn't it? Aha! Large bloated stalks that burst easily, expelling toxic microbes held inside their bodies. Their movement suggests unseen processes. Can I get a sample? I don't think I can. Hmm. Ooh, we've got a cave thing. Below the steep wall, a dark crescent shape. I didn't read it. Keep doing that. Below the steep wall, a dark crescent-shaped sinkhole cuts into the shelf. Fallen rocks from the wall are strewn across the sand. Okay. Well, let's go and have a look. Go down. Six people in the chat room. Only one person chatting. Who's watching and not chatting? Lurkers. Just say hi. Just say hello, so that I know that you're real people. Oh, sampling available. Sample of what? What are you? Oh, bloat root. Bloated roots sampled from beneath a stalk forest. I see. So that's one of the bloaty things. And I've collected the root. Nice. There was nothing down there, was there? No. Okay, going up. There's nothing else to find here. No. Oh, that's closed up. Great. I deliberately did that up there so that it opened that one as well. And it didn't trigger him. I've only got one shrill sack left. I think I need to go back and collect a sample from that one that was over here. Was it that one there? There we go. There we go. According to my moderator window, you are in the chat room, and then we have Blade ADL, Commander Root, VNK, and Virogpros, then me. Oh, who are you? No, I already know what you are. Oh, what can I get a sample of? Oh, more shrill sacks. Am I full? Yeah, I'm full. And there's nothing else here. Yeah. Oh, was this? There was something I could get a sample of here as well. What are they? More shrill sacks? Animal egg. Okay. Striped egg. An egg sampled from a spore-lined nest. Was there another one? Let's drop one of these, shall we? Those guys will come and collect it. Not sure if there is a use for these guys. 40% power, 20% oxygen. Was there anything that we missed? Ah, there's a route down there we didn't take. Right, I thought there might have been. Let's grab some samples here. Where are we going? Clouded shell. Sample candidate. Fragments of a shell recently shed. Interesting. A piece of a creature's shell with a cloud pattern. Right, so there's nowhere more to go. So, can we call the drone? We'll go back to the base. Okay, in the lab. None of the samples that I've collected can I do anything with. Reef bloat. So that's information that we've gathered about that. So where's the... Where's the stuff that I collected? Ah! Right, so that's like a personal log. Ah, here we go. Right, sample store. Right, okay. I missed it before. So we have an inventory at the base. Okay, and then we can go to the lab and we can scan stuff. Here we go. Right, so let's scan the shell. Lab analysis error. No relevant taxonomy entries found. Okay. So is that going to be the same for this? Lab analysis complete. Spore catcher. Taxonomy entry updated. Scan that. Shrill sack. Signal stalk. Taxonomy entry updated. That was a bloat route, wasn't it? Reef bloat. Taxonomy entry updated. And you are multiple taxonomy entries updated. So you're a spore. Okay, so we've scanned all those, but we can't scan that because we haven't found out what it belongs to. So if we now look at the taxonomy, we've got updates on this one. So behaviour. Analysis of the unit chemical found in stalk spores and a wider understanding of how stalks use spores to communicate suggests a more mutual relationship between spore catchers and stalks than initially assumed. If stalks are able to tailor the chemical makeups of their spores, it is possible that the select spores the catchers eat are intended for their consumption, and contain compounds and minerals attractive to these species. As spore catchers use their colour shifting properties to hide among stalk colonies, it seems increasingly possible that stalk colonies and spore catchers are mutualistically linked, and catchers serve the needs of specific stalk patches. What those needs are, however, is not yet clear. Analysis of a spore catcher egg, if found, may help us gain a full picture of their physiology. Is that not what we got an egg for? Analysis of the spore catcher egg, here we go, shows a strong correlation between the minerals it contains and the minerals present within the catcher's favoured spores. It seems that through the spores, stalks are able to affect the catcher's egg production, therefore controlling the volume traits and behaviour of catchers within the area of the reef. In a sense, the stalks have domesticated the catchers, leaving the two intrinsically linked as species, but the question of what the catchers provide the stalks remains. Do catchers serve a specific purpose, consuming unwanted or incorrectly configured spores, for example, or are they kept for other reasons? Could the catchers be kept by the stalks for their companionship and social use, just as humans keep pets? Right, okay. So that is a picture of, was it a catcher? Spore catcher. Okay. So the fungal stalks we've got information on now. Hello. Ooh, it's frozen. It's frozen on me. The game... Oh. That's weird. I can click on those. Can't click on that. What's going on? That was weird. Now I can. Oh, okay. Weird. Weird little bug there. If you are the developer and you happen to be watching. So, the behaviour of the reef stalk has been updated. Can't be bothered to read all of it, but... Signal stalk has been updated. Shrill sac production, meanwhile, seems to be a precise art. The pressurization, gas mix and size of each shrill sac can differ from stalk to stalk, meaning that warnings can be directed to particular colonies and even individual stalks if necessary. Okay. Finding a root sample from a reef bloat has brought with it the confirmation that reef bloats are not manufactured spark colonies, but instead modifying, metabolizing and processing them. Reef bloats are not diseased stalks then, but powerful biological engines which are fueled by their local stalk colonies. The scale of this operation suggests that for the stalks, the spark microbes are a significant threat. Okay. Right, okay. Well, we've read everything then. Sonar system requires crew inactive. Oh, does that mean we meet other people later and we can put them in certain areas? We can put crew in certain areas, maybe. That'll be interesting. Right, let's take some of these back. I don't know what, if they serve a purpose. I can put those back in inventory. Right, so we cleared whatever was over there. Reef bloat colony sample request. Right, so I'm assuming we get at some point to upgrade our kit, our jet. Once I'm updated, these can cut back under the forest. Perhaps they're supposed to be inside. Here, where strong currents batter the stalk forest, might be a good place to find exposed or damaged sing stalks. So again, we needed a better jet to get up there. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Interesting. I mean, I think I am possibly going to come out of the game now. I've got a slightly better idea of what this is, but we need to do a bit more exploring to unlock some more of the story and perhaps to upgrade our suit and things like that later on. Is that what's her face? Yeah, that is what's her face. And I guess that later on we get to assign people to certain stations and things. Yeah, someone to look after the antenna and things like that. I'm interested to see how it pans out. I might play a little bit offline, and if I get to anything interesting, I might make another video. I don't think it would make for interesting viewing, just wandering around the map collecting samples and things, but it might be something, as the story develops, it might be interesting to follow the story. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, so I'm going to come out of here now. What's that? That's an hour stream. Not too bad. Still at 11 viewers. How many of those in chat? 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Those of you that have stuck around. I am possibly going to try and do another stream tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. So make sure you've hit the follow button so that you get a notification if I do decide to go live tomorrow. I will probably be posting this up on YouTube. So subscribe to YouTube if you want to watch this back over there and support the channel. Check out ellbristow.com. Head over to our Discord to actually let me. Here we go. Ta-da! That's the Discord URL on the screen there. Head over to the Discord. Come and say hi. So that you're kept up to date. I don't actually need this microphone. I have this microphone on my headset because I use it for work, but I'm using this microphone for streaming and recording, and this microphone keeps hitting this microphone, so I should really take this off, but meh. What was I saying? Yeah, head over to the Discord, come say hi. That's where I tend to update people more frequently than anything else. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.